Okay, so a couple weeks back, I sent a screenshot of me using Kali Linux inside of my browser on my school Chromebook, and lots of people have been asking, well, how'd you do that? And today, I'm going to show you how. So, we are going to be installing Chasm. This is a software that allows you to kind of virtualize other browsers and operating systems inside of your own browser on a remote server with the power of Docker containers. Yippee! And good for you, this video is actually sponsored by Linode. Linode is one of the top hosting providers for anything, pretty much anything. This includes your own VPS, different storages, if you're going to make a server or something, anything. And especially if you're going to do anything like installing Kasm. And the pricing is very cheap. Right? Look at this fun graph. Yes, as you can tell, Linode beats the other competition. So get started using Linode. I've been using it for quite some time, and it's wonderful. It's literally wonderful. And using the link in my description, you can get a free $100 to test out Linode, see if you like it or not. And yes, use that. So we're going to be using Linode. So first, when you create your account, you'll be greeted with this screen. You just need to create a Linode. So here, go to create Linode. Let's see. Oh gosh, it's not working. Okay, you gotta choose a distribution. So you need to scroll down this little Ubuntu version. Select the region that's closest to you. For me, that would be Atlanta. Click on shared CPU. Most of you will be using 4 gigabytes. Minimum system requirements falls under this tier. If you're going to be sharing this with like any of your friends or anything like that, you're going to need to go to a higher tier. So down, you can name it whatever, and kablam, you can just create Linode. Good thing, I already have mine created. Here, let's just do a quick refresh. Look at this. And open up your favorite terminal, secure shell into it. It already gives you the command right there. Make sure you use the root password that you provided earlier, since that's how you'll be accessing it. Now, we're going to be running a few commands on this new server. This includes making a swap partition, downloading the installer, and actually installing it. So first, we just run all these commands. Oh gosh. Remember, all these commands will be in the description for your ease of use and ready for copy and pasting. So you just go whoop. Make sure you don't add any commas, dashes, or whatever fun stuff, because you want this to be the exact command that's there. And this is to verify. As you can see, our 1 gigabyte swap file is there. Now we run this fancy command to make it on boot, and kablam. Now we install the installer with curl. There we go. Now we just need to do a quick ls. You can see our little installer right there. We unzip it. Kaboom. ls. See, there's our unzipped file. And now using this command, we will actually run it. And kablam. As you can tell, it did something. It posted end user license agreement, and click yes, and kabam, stuff starts happening. Now, this can take quite some time. I'm talking from 15 minutes to 30 minutes. So, you can leave this running, leave the terminal open, and just let it do its thing, and it will do things. Just like magic.
поколений мужчин выращенных женщинами? Поможет ли другая женщина в решении наших проблем?
Alright, so now you can see it spat out some credentials, as they call it. Some basic login details. So now that we got these, let's go back to our server, click on this little IP address, click on HTTPS, put that in, make sure it has the S, and you'll get this very scary error saying your connection is not private. Attackers might try to steal your information, whatever. The thing is, it's a self-signed certificate, so it's gonna make this error, as you can tell. Certificate authority invalid. So just click proceed, and look, there we go, we're in. So now we just need to put in admin at Kasm local. This is the default, and then we put in our password. So RFCLP20Y9W8. Boom, and there we go. We're in our Chasm workspace. So first thing we need to do is change our username because that is not a good username. Nope, never use root, admin, whatever. Never use those kinds of usernames, and you can tell this is the same username for pretty much any default installation. So first, let's delete this because security hole, we don't need that. And let's edit. Let's just do, how about, oh wait, first let's change the password because I'm not going to write that all the time. I'm just going to put in a nice simple password. Kaboom, password reset. And of course, it's going to have us log in again because we just changed the password. Now, username, we can change it to something special. For me, I'm going to just put midnight. There we go. Submit. Now, let's log in again. Midnight. And reset in. Kaboom. We are now officially in. Now, we're in the admin area. This is, not every user will see this, but if we go over to Workspaces, we can see all of our wonderful applications here. Some are grayed out, but we'll get to that later. So first, here, let's just boot up good old Chrome. So let's see, it's creating a secure connection. And there we go. We have a Chrome browser. It might spit out this little thing. This is just to make, say if you copy something on your host operating system and want to paste it into this little operating system, that will make it easier. So just click allow, and here, just to make sure, I set up a local firewall on this computer right here to block my website. And if we go to my website, of course, it's unblocked. So now we can just exit. And the one thing is, you'll see this little expires thing. It says it would expire in pretty much 8 hours, and that's not very good if we're trying to create like a long-term proxy. Like if you just go to bed, it will just expire by the morning. So we need to change that. Let's go to admin, groups, administrators, click on view, scroll down to group settings, add setting, and then we just can put in keep live expiration. And now this is seconds, so you can use a simple seconds to hours converter just to know like how many. This would be 24 hours, quick maths. You click on add, it will say successfully. Go back here like, oh no, it no work. We just need to create a new session, so we just click delete. It will delete everything on there. Make sure you get a fresh start. Let's go to Chrome, launch, make a new session, so we can get a nice, clean Chrome browser with nothing from the past. And it's loading Chrome, creating a secure connection, and kablam! We have our Chrome browser. And still, look at this. You betcha, it works. So now we can exit out of that and see it expires in 24 hours. Something simple like that. But one thing is that these other ones, they kind of like are blacked out. Click on them, it says they're disabled. Well, I don't want that. So we can go up to admin, and then we go up to workspaces. You can make this display 100 and kabam. So these are all the possible images you can have. And you can see on this column where it says enabled, some of them have an X and some of them have a check. You notice the Brave browser, the Chrome browser, they have a check, but some of the other ones don't. And it's pretty easy to change this. So it's, I don't know, Odyssey. And we just click enabled and submit. There we go. So go back to Workspaces, you can see Odyssey, but when you try to launch it, it spits out an error. It's not available, it's still downloading the images. Well, this is relatively simple. You just wait for it, refresh the page a couple times. Most of these, it will only take around, 5 to 10 minutes of downloading. If especially if it's like such a simple application. But like other of these desktop environments, they may take from 10 minutes to 15. This is why the installation took so long, because it was downloading these default ones right here. So it had to take some time to download it, because downloading entire operating systems at once is kind of hard. Now, say you got a powerful server and you want to share it with your friends, but then you don't want them playing around with this admin panel, because that's kind of scary. You don't want them to mess with any of the settings. So just go to users, add user, and you say username. Yeah, let's put Echo here. Echo, he's going to be our test subject. Put in a good password. I would recommend like some random password generator offered by LastPass or something like that. And then click submit. It's gonna do some thinking. Okay, yeah, see, I just put in random keys. It needs to follow these special parameters. So you need to make sure that happens. And there we go. We now have Echo in our system, and he can not mess with this admin panel. The only thing he'll see is this workspace, and he won't even see these disabled ones. He will only see the ones that are enabled. So, pretty cool. You can do whatever you want. Like, you can see down here, there's a Kali Linux desktop. Kali Linux in your browser. That would be kind of cool. It's pretty much same process. Go to Workspaces, scroll down until you see Kali Linux, click on Edit, and then it'll be enabled. Check that, scroll down, click Submit, and kablam, it will start downloading the image, and look at that. This one downloaded. Yippee. So you can see it downloading there with the warning sign there. And that's pretty much it to Chasm Workspaces. They have an online issue tracker. Those links will be in the description. They have an issue tracker, a wiki. It's very helpful. And this is probably one of the best methods to bypass, because I know some proxies like Holy Unblocker, Nebula can be slow sometimes. And this is light years faster most of the time. And plus, you can log into Google accounts. GeForce Now works. Pretty much everything works. Snapchat, YouTube, Discord, Spotify, everything works. You might get a CAPTCHA because it's hosted on a data center, and Google might be confused on why there's a data center trying to log into your account. But once you are done with that CAPTCHA, you're pretty much golden. You got everything at your fingertips. So this is Chasm. Use my link to deploy your own linode servers and possibly more. Like here, look at this. Look at this. You can go to this marketplace, and then you can just see everything you can deploy. Look at this. A Kali Linux command line, a Minecraft server. Look at all this. Look at all this. You're never going to run out of stuff to do. Like, I bet there was a TF2 somewhere in here, but I don't see it. I don't know what happened to it. But there's tons of stuff. Oh my gosh, Linode is like the perfect cloud hosting provider, and I highly recommend you check them out, give them a try. If you like it, continue using it. If you don't, I don't know, use some other cloud hosting provider, even though none is good as Linode. So, thank you so much for watching. Give the happy thumb on the video, and subscribe, and see ya.